Good afternoon. I'm Nancy Henderson. I've been teaching at the Academy for a while, and I'd like to say a few words on behalf of my colleagues. Jane Grant spoiled us, her colleagues. She hid gallons of homemade raspberry brandy behind the office door for us at Christmas. She didn't know that. Left packages of maple walnut squares on the seats of our cars on our birthdays. She was tough and adorable at the same time, and she was an entire academic discipline at the Academy for 3 decades. So early this summer, as I imagined coming to school without Senora in my line of sight, I really wondered what life at the Academy would be like in September. The summer wore on, however, and I gradually began to obsess about that poem of Robert Frost's, Two Tramps in Mud Time, in which Frost writes about 2 lumberjacks who appear in his yard in early spring, wanting pay to relieve him of his work splitting wood. But Frost works purely for the ideal square hit on a piece of oak, loving his work and reluctant to give it to the men for pay. Then I realized that Mark Efinger was those lumberjacks. But I wondered, would he love the work? What would his chopping block look like? Would, as old Joe Mayer of Buckland would have asked, would he hitch? Yes, he would bring an insouciant energy and welcome energy, but would we have the work in common, I asked myself. For we are a faculty who share the astonishing sight of Deerfield River icebergs on our way to school in sub-zero January, who never fail to make potluck dinners that are just this side of paradise, who bring warm muffins for each other at faculty meetings, who dig in hot Italian dirt and call it summer vacation, who spend years in search of the perfect fig, who make guitars from a block of wood, and who make suit jackets, lapels and all, labels and all, rather, sorry, for fun. So the first week of school, when I saw a huge bag of tomatoes that Mark Efinger had brought from his garden into the office for his new colleagues, I knew we were all set. There was a gesture Jane Grant would have made, one that said, as Frost did, "My object in living is to unite my vocation and my avocation, as my 2 eyes see one in sight. Only where love and need are one, and the work is play for mortal stakes, is the deed ever really done, for heaven and for future sakes." And so on behalf of my colleagues, Mark, we welcome you to the Academy.